What are we doing?
What are we even doing?
Podcast. That's the intro. Alright, so, welcome to episode...
3. Well, no. This is like 5
No.
I don't know. Numbers.
Episode numbers. I think it's 4.
I think this is 4, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 4. Welcome to episode 4.
Where'd you learn to count?
Middle school.
Well, there's your problem.
I only
Caddy.
made it to 12. I only made it to 12.
I had great math grades.
But they say, it's 12 steps. Then you get another 12 steps. And then you're not retarded anymore. Anyway.
So where's your other 12 steps?
Fuck you, both. Shut up! Alright. This is the What Are We Even Doing podcast. I'm Jacob.
Damian.
Jarrid.
Alright, so Dre's not here once again. Hopefully you like the one that didn't have Dre in it because I think it might happen a lot more.
Well, this time it's not for pussy, so I guess that's better.
Yeah, this time it's for mother. Doesn't make it sound better when you lead with pussy, honestly.
But, I mean, the point is, he loves his mother. And that's okay.
What the fuck are you even talking about? I have beef to pick with you.
What?
On the channel, it says Jacob.
I spelled Jacob wrong. I put a K.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
you put a
He
K.
fixed it.
I did fix it.
What? You think I'm ketchup or something? You can't just put K's in where they don't belong. You knife. Knife is a better example. I should have led with that. God damn it.
Since when does ketchup not need the K?
Excuse me, it's Ash Ketchum. Thank you very much. There's no K. Wait. Can we start this over again?
Just continuously going downhill.
Alright, so I'll be right up in front about it. I've been awake now for probably a day and a half.
I've been awake for about 4 hours.
I'm a little delusional. I just ate, so I'm tired.
For about 5. I
Been
was
up for
thinking when
5.
I woke up.
And what time is it right now?
1:43 a.m.
Ugh. We live horrible lives. I just started babysitting my sister again.
1 vampire, 2 vampires, 3 vampires.
What the fuck was that?
Count,
No.
He doesn't
Sesame
count vampires.
But he counts everything, and we're all vampires.
Since when on Sesame Street were there 5 vampires?
5?
I said 3.
Did he say 3?
Yes.
I said 1 vampire, 2 vampire, 3 vampire.
It's okay, you're tired.
I can't talk about anything, guys. I'm just gonna sit here and have fun.
Oh, great! So I'm gonna be talking to myself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You have to come up with conversation pieces this time. It's not me. Alright, I have a conversation piece. So, I think, did we talk about how much I hate Lil Wayne?
When we were doing the first podcast that it was just us 3, you mentioned it, but then we scraped that recording and used, so no, we didn't talk about it. I wanted to talk about it.
Alright. Well, that's not what I wanted to talk about.
We can totally talk about it, though.
Yes, we can.
I don't want to talk about
I need my phone for
it.
references.
Alright, we're gonna do this. So, the reason why I hate Lil Wayne is because, just even if the lyrics are clever,
That nasally rap voice.
it's just something about him I hate. The fact that he can't stop talking about how much he eats pussy. I was like,
I eat the pussy. I eat the pussy. That was a song. Just a song about eating pussy.
wow, I'm glad I didn't hear that
I'm
one.
a man about it.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I said I'm glad I didn't hear it. Why are you trying to subject me to things that I don't want? I just...
Oh, is it? I got 2 cell phones and they both ringing. That's your hoe calling from 2 different phones.
It was something like that.
Dumb.
Just stupid. Like...
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
No. 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 That's not okay. Motherfucker, aren't you supposed to be a rapper? Why are you talking about lasagna? You get hungry in the recording studio. He's like, man, I'm a real G.
Well,
Lasagna. I'm moving silence. Oh my god. Drop a beat.
No.
I guarantee that's what it was.
Run up
Probably.
in the house, spare the kids, and kill the grown-ups. Your bitch call me when she hot. Krispy Kreme donuts.
No. I don't think I've ever had a hot Krispy Kreme donut. Is that a thing?
I go so hard. They call me Go So Hard.
You
No.
ain't a king, you a Joker card.
No, it's not alright. Like, why are people okay with this? Why is this man popular? It's,
They're not all Lil Wayne.
yeah. They're not all Lil Wayne. Sometimes you get some 2 Chainz in there. Sometimes you get Future.
Fresh as fucking
You-
ill lifestyle. Condom my lifestyle. Ain't comment. Just let me school you like Mr. Hightower.
No. I'm not okay with it.
Who was that?
I mean,
last one you
Kanye's
said?
in there. Ugh. What is that song that you guys keep playing for me that I hate every time?
6 foot or Mercy?
Yeah,
It's
Mercy.
Mercy.
I hate that song. It's
That's
the stupidest song.
Mercy's great. I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne
Champagne
on
on
an
the
airplane.
No, it's not okay. I mean, it's clever, yes. I mean, both of those things are true. You're drunk on an airplane. Okay. I could get drunk on an airplane. It's not going to be my own.
But Jake, put the suicide
Don't.
doors up.
No. You can't
I
put
put
suicide
suicide on the
doors
tour
on.
bus.
No.
I put suicides on the private jet. You know what that means? I'm fly to death.
No. That's not what that means at all. You can't put suicide doors on a private jet.
Why not?
It doesn't work like that.
Suicide
Why?
doors are the ones
It-
that open like that, right? Isn't that what
No.
most jets have anyway?
No.
No.
Suicide doors are the ones that open from the front. Like, you know how the car door that hinges in the back?
Oh, right.
Hinges in the front.
So really, it wouldn't even look that cool. It would just be that the door opens on the other side.
Yes.
Why? You can't do that. No.
You can
I
do
re-
it.
There's no point in
Yeah, I
doing
guess
it.
you could do it. There's no point, though.
It's to be fly to death. That's the point.
The whole point. So they can make that
If he
joke.
wants to fly to death, why doesn't he crash into the fucking Atlantic? I'm done. I'm already done. And don't even get me started on the ass puns at the beginning of the song. I'm done with those.
We played this song
that.
specifically to get Jake's reaction.
I hate
And
it
when
so
he
much.
heard those first 4 lyrics,
Oh my god. I fucking hate. Maybe I just hate rap. No, that's not true. I like rap.
You like rap. It's just different than what is coming out now.
I just think
it's
it's
just
stupid.
it's just a style now.
Yeah, but here's... Alright, I'll tell you why I hate it. Because those rhymes don't mean anything towards the song. What is your song about?
A Lamborghini. Suicide doors.
On a jet! A jet!
That was just to make a joke.
I don't care if it was meant to be a joke.
It's
It's still stupid.
Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, bitch, she's so thirsty. I'm in that juicy Lambo with your girl. She trying to jerk me.
No. No. If it's supposed to be about a car, then why don't you talk about the car? The only thing that I know about the car is that you're in it.
And your bitch, she's trying to jerk me.
That has nothing to do with the car. Why didn't you explain to me what your car looks like?
I mean, you can just go look up Lamborghini Mercy and...
That's not the point. The song's named after the car. Why are you talking about the car?
Panda.
I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, yeah. No, I know what Panda stands for.
That song.
Go ahead.
I got bras in Atlanta.
Shut up. No, you don't. The song, Panda refers to a white car.
Yeah, I know.
That looks like a panda.
It's a
But
BMW.
all the other cars that he mentions in that song are black.
Mm-hmm.
And in the music video, he's driving a black car.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's half driving a black car recklessly and half dancing in the street.
He's also got like one of those. It's got to be one of those hats that have a camera like hooked up to it. Because no matter how much he moves, it's always focused on him.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be moving around, and the camera's just like always right in front of him. So he's got to have it like attached to his head.
Maybe, I don't know. Who the fuck cares? I hate that guy.
Designer.
That was the third song he put out ever, and it hit #1.
Timmy Turner.
No!
He be wishing
That
for
song's
a burner.
That's not a
way
song,
worse.
it's a freestyle.
Walking. He made it a song.
Yeah, it's a song now.
It didn't need to be.
No, not at all.
The only reason I have Pandora in my Spotify playlist is for two reasons. One, my nephew dances to it. Two, Jarrid hates it.
I really do.
3 year fuckboy.
No, I'm not. What was the other one? She said, give me some money, I'll give you some head. So I gave her some money, she gave me some head.
That just sounds like a good business deal. I mean,
That's...
I don't
But
see
he
anything wrong
rhymed.
with it. It's not a rhyme.
You made the biggest deal about
It's not a
that
rhyme.
trivet.
No, I hate that fucking shit. I don't care if it has two meanings. You didn't rhyme it. It's the same word.
That had the same meaning. He literally just said she said
that's
so I
worse.
did it.
That's word two. That's worse, is what I meant to say. I'm fucking tired, dudes. Why am I recording a podcast with you? And I have to be the one that talks.
Yes, yes you do.
That was mystical, though.
What'd you just say to me? You mystic scumbag? You wanna go?
The rapper was mystical.
Fuck that guy. I wonder if he's mystic.
If he plays, I promise you, he picked Mystic because he's mystical.
Dumb.
Do you think he walks around looking for Pokemon like, damn, this shit mystical?
No.
He's been around forever. He was on is it Master P? Master P's make him say
Oh, yeah.
na 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 na
Yeah,
na
right.
na na.
Yeah, it's been.
And what was the other song? The one that he actually did by himself, but
Who
shake
knows?
that ass, watch yourself. Shake that
That was
ass.
him?
Show me what you're working with. Yeah, that was mystical. The only thing he's ever done by himself.
Man, that must suck for him.
No offense,
That's the only
Mystical.
song he has to his card.
I don't mind mystical. He says stupid shit, and I think it's the greatest thing.
I mean, that shit was fine in like the 2000s. You just say 3 lyrics over and over.
And he was
again.
in oh, this just bent. And it's broken.
Yay.
Wow. You're the worst. How did you do that?
This necklace is older than life itself.
No.
It's called a hyperbole.
I'm aware. It's also called a lie.
It's an exaggeration, an extreme exaggeration.
This podcast sucks.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I don't know about you.
This is gonna be a chilled back one because I can't.
You've been up for too long.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Not you guys. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. I'm just sorry for the listeners. Is that picking up?
No. It's not gonna pick up in the
For,
phone, I can tell.
For you who, well,
Are
I
unaware.
guess all of you that can't hear it, there's like some random music playing in the background.
Mm-hmm. It's not random music. It's my mom's Spanish playlist. She's cleaning in the other room.
Does she always clean the Spanish music?
Yeah. Don't you?
Not necessarily Spanish music, but to music.
I might listen.
Dabble in some Daddy Yankee?
No. Shut up.
Daddy Yankee might be the Lil Wayne of Spanish.
There's Little Waynes of different races. That's not fair. Then who's the white Little Wayne?
Who's the white Lil Wayne? Ronnie Radke.
Slim Jesus.
I went with a different genre, but...
Damn. It's almost too spot on. But anyway, I wanted to talk about what are some of our favorite bands.
I actually, because I did kind of make a short list, and that was one of my things, like your top 3 favorite artists or bands.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't listen to a lot of rap. I like old shit. Like, I listen to, like... It's gonna sound weird, but I listen to, like, Tupac, Biggie, you know, normal shit. And then I listen to, like, Ghetto Boys.
That's okay, because I like Ghetto Boys.
So do I. They're awesome.
I listen to all different kinds of music.
Yeah, I listen to all kinds of different music, too.
Me and Jarrid just blast Hobson and Eminem when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's always a good time.
Right now I'm really into, like, alternative music. So I've been listening to, well, I mean, it's not really that much of a change of pace for me because I love the Gorillaz.
Gorillaz is great. I would have mentioned Gorillaz.
They're so good. I love... You're really going to stop and put on deodorant right now. Alright. In your Ouija board t-shirt.
Yeah, do you like the Ouija? We danced. Blood and flesh. Romance.
Shut up.
Right there, right in front of the tomb. Beautiful horror flick. And
no!
Ow, that's twisted. They're not even that bad. Well, it's Dark Letters.
Just wanted you to shut up.
Ugh. I grew up around just the biggest Juggalo fan base. So I listen to all that shit, and it's alright to listen to, but it's not something that I
The thing when
out.
People consider, like, ICP and Twisted, they're very different. As similar as they are, they're very different styles. I listen to Twisted a lot more than I listen to ICP.
Well, I actually kind of like Dark Lotus.
Yeah, Dark Lotus is really good, which is ICP, Twisted, and right now Blaze, it's just them 5.
Well, like, yeah, I haven't listened to any newer shit, but back when I used to listen to it when I was younger, I just liked they didn't really talk as much about just being crazy killers. They talked about mental issues and all kinds of weird shit, so I really liked that. Let me pull up my YouTube playlist right now and see what I got.
And one of my dreams is to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos one year.
I don't want to ever do that. So you can do that by yourself, bud.
That's fine.
I'm sure it's a good time, but...
Not your crowd?
No, not at
They
all.
have wrestling
crowd is not
and
his crowd.
music.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair
That
enough.
crowd is not my crowd. I prefer to stay far, far away from people.
From large gatherings.
From large gatherings.
So if you had to pick your top 3 bands or artists.
Gorillaz. I don't know if it would be number 1. I can't really rate them. But it would probably be Gorillaz, System of the Down, and probably the Devil Make 3.
I've never heard of them.
They're folk band.
Oh.
They're really good, though. I'd recommend checking them out if you like folk.
You're 3.
Hobson, Twisted, and even though I don't listen to them as much as I'd like to, Billy Joel. I've always loved Billy Joel.
One of these things is not like the others. Do you think Billy Joel will be at this year's Gathering of the Juggalos? We didn't start the fire. Yes, we did!
Could you imagine a crowd of Juggalos just singing Piano Man?
Sing us a song, Juggalo Man. That'd be great.
Number 1 would be Eminem.
Okay.
2 would...
It doesn't have to be in an order.
I know. I just have a solid top 4. I don't know how to narrow it down to 3. It would be Eminem, Hobson, 3 Days Grace, and Hollywood Undid.
Okay.
Alright.
I can't knock one of them out of there.
That's totally okay.
Yeah.
I like Tech 9 a lot too. I listen to a lot of Tech 9.
I like Tech.
Do you have... Let's go with... You don't really listen to new music all that often. Do you listen to new music all that often? Alright, well, I guess this will just be
my playlist. I don't really get around to listening to new stuff.
I guess this will just be me. Like I said before, I've been listening to a lot of alternative. So if you're not into that, then sorry. But I'm going to give you 3 songs that I absolutely love that you should definitely check out. First one would have to be Chaos, formerly Smoosh.
Smoosh?
I guess that was their name before. I don't know, but I really like this
like
song.
2 O's?
Huh?
Like
2 O's.
Like Smosh, but with 2 O's.
Yeah, pretty much. But and the song is Do You Feel It? And it's at the end of
You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
But I really like that song, and it's God damn it. I'm introducing. It's a pretty serious song. It's pretty good. It was in Rick and Morty.
Okay.
For any of you Rick and Morty fans out there, it's at the end of the episode with I don't remember her name. Unity. It's after that, where he's sitting in the garage. That's that song that I'm talking about. Big Data Dangerous. I always love that song. Check that out. It's more bumping tune. The music video is really fucking weird. And just check out Abso Facto. His music is awesome. Alright, I'm done with the boring talk.
Okay.
I saw a video. I forget if it was today or earlier today. I think it was yesterday.
Today or earlier
I meant
today?
earlier today or yesterday.
Before we move on, for Abso Facto, check out Punch Drunk on Black Mold. It's an awesome song. Anyway, you saw a video.
I saw a video. It was futuristic.
Okay.
You have a problem with futuristic?
It sounded like Future, and he just associated.
Yeah, I really did.
Oh, no.
He's nothing like Future.
Yeah, I know.
Futuristic is actually good.
I heard Future and I stopped and I was like, I don't want to hear anymore.
No. It was a futuristic. He's a rapper, but he had this online video. He said the problems or short people problems or something like that. And there was a comedian, I guess, or he might be a rapper too. I don't know. His name's Dwarf Mamba. So he goes to Future's studio.
Mamba.
He's like, hey, can I charge my phone? And this he's a dwarf. He's a midget. So Future puts his phone.
Little people.
Shut the fuck up. I'm the shortest one here. If I want to call them dwarfs, I will.
Shit. Whoa.
You could become one and just cut off your knees.
But then again, I don't... You're not really that short. It's just that you hang out with incredibly tall people.
5'2" is decidedly short.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty short.
But,
Continue.
Futuristic puts his phone on the counter. They go into the studio, he walks in, and it's just an apartment, basically. The studio's like a walk-in closet. So he goes, he's about to record, and then the mic's all the way up to Futuristic's height. So he looks at the mic, then looks at the camera, like rolls his eyes, and said, hey, I'm gonna go get some water, and Futuristic tells him where it's at. It's in a cabinet, like, above the counter. He has to grab something. He looks down at the camera again and has to grab something to pull it down. He goes to check his phone, and it's on the counter. He can't reach. He has to climb up on the counter.
Jeez. That's great.
It was. It's a great video. I fucking love it.
Oh, God.
I like this song.
Is it picking up?
I don't think so.
Let's hope that there's not music like streamed throughout this, because this will be unreleasable.
Nah, because that little clip that I played before, there was music playing in the back of that, and you couldn't hear it. So I don't think any of this will really pick up.
Okay. As long as
this is "See You Again." That song from Fast.
What happened to band names?
What do you mean?
Why are they always one word?
Because all the good ones were taken.
Then again, I guess I can't say much, because most bands in the history of the Earth have been 1 to 2
word
names.
Yeah. Band names and like group names in general, I always think, like, you had to wonder if like sometimes these names just came to them, or if they did some like a really deep thinking to try to figure out what their name was gonna be. As we figured out our name in a couple minutes, and it was Jake's. Jake came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say? I'm good at making up names.
When we were
Professor Flobbeldydonk and me, we used to ride the Gym Jams, and at that time it was 7 to 8 years in the past, I think, and Konfelberg was just starting out, just a little place, and Mrs. Smarglywomp. Now I'm just being Rick and Morty. I love that show. Anyway, you were saying.
Before we left Shitty View, I was thinking about naming it after there, because that's where we were like all the fucking time.
Yeah. For everybody who doesn't know, I don't know if
we didn't bring it up at all.
We haven't mentioned it.
But it was a diner that we used to go to on late nights all the time. And then most of their wait staff just quit.
No.
So it was like
the wait staff. In the arms of the angels.
All the good wait staff.
It was just her, I think.
There was more waitresses, obviously.
Well, yeah, but
she was the reason we kept coming back. She was amazing. She knew all our drinks by heart. She always stayed and talked to us. Remember the day with the twins?
I don't want to.
There were two kids.
The DMX debate.
There were these two kids that worked. Well, one worked in our store, another worked in a store up the road, same company. And they were twins.
All they ever talked about was pussy.
I don't know why. I don't think they've ever seen one. But their knowledge of rap is Drake and Fetty Wap. That was it.
Ew.
That was literally it.
Like, no matter... Literally, we were listing off rappers' names. Didn't know who Tupac was. Didn't know who Biggie was. Didn't know who Wu-Tang Clan were. Didn't know...
Wu-Tang Clan!
Didn't know who Wu-Tang Clan
What
were.
Ping!
Didn't
From
know...
the 60 Tang Chambers.
Didn't know who DMX was. I started listing off the members of NWA. And they had no idea. And I'm like, Eazy-E. And they're like, Straight Outta Compton. And they only knew that because the movie had just come out.
That's not the group.
I know. They just thought that was the group name because that was the name of the movie.
Those poor retarded kids.
We played a DMX song and they didn't know who it was. What song did we play? I forget.
Probably Rough Riders Anthem.
That's what it was.
And then the DMX song.
The waitress that we always had came over, and she said that it was DMX.
And they
didn't know who it was.
We had so many people that night, but he wasn't with us.
Yeah, I was.
You were there that night?
I showed up with Dre.
It was us, him, Dre, and the twins.
Yeah, I showed up with Dre late.
I don't know if it was all three of them, but it was definitely...
The two of them, and then someone else was there too.
Brandon.
And Gaudio.
Gaudio was there that day too?
Why the hell are you guys listing names? He's going to have to cut these out.
Brandon and Gaudio won't care.
Alright, whatever.
They really won't.
Well, I mean...
I just didn't want to say the girls' names.
Alright. As long as you don't say the twins' names.
No.
Because we're shitting on them right now.
Just a little bit.
Ugh. Those kids, whenever Jarrid was like, hey, you want to come bowling? Because we go bowling every Tuesday.
I never asked this directly at either one of them.
They just always invited themselves.
But every time he texts me that, I was like, who's all going? And then if you said the twins, I'd be like, nope. Sorry, bud.
Not this week.
Yeah, no.
There was a day that
I still don't know their names, and I don't care to.
You don't have to. Me and Jarrid went bowling, and between the both of us, the twins contacted us at least 15 times between texts and calls. They were trying to get a hold of us.
There's a 5-minute drive from my house to the bowling alley. Between there, I think it was 10 missed calls.
You had to come get me, though.
10-minute drive.
15 minutes tops. He had like 10 calls. I had like 8 snaps from either of them, like 8 Snapchats.
Is that what it's called?
Snaps?
Do people call them snaps?
Yes.
Yeah. That's retarded. I've said retarded a whole lot this podcast. I'm not... Look, there's a difference between...
He doesn't care about being PC right now.
Yeah, there's a difference between retards and mentally challenged people. I love mentally challenged people. They're the best. Legitimately. I've had some awesome times hanging out with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Retards I don't want to be near ever, and I hope they burn in hell. I'm sorry.
I really hate those politically correct people where
somebody's going to take that clip and be like, in this YouTube group saying that all mentally handicapped people should go to hell. Like, no, listen to it.
Listen to the full clip before you shit on us. But where everybody's so politically correct, you know, when you say fag, oh, you're homophobic. When you say retard, you know, you're attacking them.
South Park did the best thing for fag. Have you seen that episode?
I probably have, but I don't
Where
remember.
It's the biker gang, and they come through every, like, nice summer day, and they ruin everybody's day by being loud, obnoxious pricks. So they just start calling them fags, and then they get the bright idea to write on buildings, fags go home, and then Big Gay Al and Mr. Slave show up, and it's like, no, I thought we were through with this. So they're trying to get the definition changed in Webster's dictionary.
Yeah, that was the episode.
Which totally should happen, by the way, because that's what it means. It does not mean gay.
Like, when people say fags, like, of course it's supposed to be an insult calling you gay, but nobody's... I don't know how to explain it. It's just fag shouldn't automatically be linked.
Well, see, to me, fag doesn't mean gay.
It's just an insult nowadays. Like, yes, it was originally... I don't want to say originally, but...
Fag, for me, is just another way of telling you you're stupid.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
It's just another insult, and people need to stop taking it
too far.
So harsh.
Actually, it's more like just calling them pussies. Like, straight out. Just like, oh, stop being a fag.
Yeah.
That's weird, because I know gay people that could beat me up. Once again, I have so many lesbian friends. I have a bunch of gay friends. They're awesome. The coolest people. Mm-hmm. All those people that actually hate gay people, go fuck yourselves.
So, you guys
Thanks,
know,
Trey.
obviously, I have the largest bandana collection of anybody you guys know.
Banana collection?
Bandana. I said bandana.
You have a lot of bananas.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. They like, come in, we want banana.
As I was saying, you guys know I have a lot of bandanas.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Hurry, continue.
Do I need to say it?
No. I fucking hate that song, and anybody that thinks it's good. Dre showed up and was like, yeah, that's a good song.
Real G's moving silence like this. I know.
Fuck that song. I hate annoying backbeats. That's another reason why I hate Lil Wayne.
That same day as we played Mercy for him, I also played a Millie.
I hate that shit. Ugh.
I'm a millionaire.
Have you seen the music video for that song?
What, a Millie or Mercy?
A Millie.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just one live stream. The music video for Mercy I like. It's actually pretty well put together.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen the music video for Mercy?
You mean the one where they dance around like a bunch of dumbasses?
Well, they do that.
And they get ran over at the last scene?
No, they don't do that.
They get ran over.
Oh, I did see this.
The car shows
up. It's an animation car, obviously. But it shows up and goes across the screen, and then everyone's gone.
Oh.
It looks like they got ran over. It doesn't stop.
The amount of green screen work in that music video.
It's too much.
It was good, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they did it.
I feel like we got off topic again.
I was going to try to tell a story.
Topic.
Because we were talking about gays.
What are we even doing?
We were talking about...
Nobody knows here.
We were talking about the gays. Dun dun. No. And then we were talking about how you like... how you have a lot of gay and lesbian friends that you like. I was going to mention how my bandana collection... For a while, I didn't know how it started. My father, my birth father...
Was gay.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there goes my shot.
One of his cousin that's actually friends with Renee's mom, my brother Renee, his mom, and my mom. He's gay. Looking back at all the pictures, and still does. He's not related to me at all. Well, actually, yeah, he's my cousin, technically.
But he's your father.
No, I didn't say my father. I said my father's cousin. He's gay.
But your nephew's your son.
No, he's not.
Did we talk about that?
Your mother's your aunt?
We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay.
Your family's fucked up. You know that?
My father's cousin, who happens to be gay, has a huge bandana collection as well. And the one day, like, I never even thought about it. And then the one day we run into him at my nephew's first birthday. He actually showed up, which I was surprised. I didn't even know he was in town. And I saw him, and he wasn't wearing a bandana, but I'm like, Marco used to wear a lot of bandanas. Shit.
Wait, so we've talked about this in the past, but you used to wear fedoras.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
So a gay man made you change the bandanas.
That's not...
Gays are alright in my book.
I wouldn't necessarily put it together like that, but...
How would you put it together?
I wasn't big into fedoras as much as I wasn't. I only had like 5 fedoras.
You only have like 50 plus bandanas.
Yeah, I have 63.
5 fedoras is 4 fedoras too much.
63.
Those are
bandanas.
63 different ones? I have a couple like doubles.
70 plus bandanas.
I think it was like 68 altogether.
Close enough.
I'll only be impressed when you beat my video game collection in bandanas. And that's never gonna happen.
No. It'll never be.
I don't think you'll be able to beat his PS2 game collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, are these all hard copy games or software too?
If we go with hard copy, you'll be closer. But if you go with
software, never.
No, not at all.
They don't even. There's
I have
not
like
even
500 downloadable games. I was gonna say downloadable songs. I don't have any downloadable songs. Oh,
we were talking.
Right.
We were talking about.
I just got over 400.
400 downloadable songs on Rock Band.
I love that game. I also checked how many hours I've put into it. I've played that game a total of, how long's it been out? Like 4 months?
Something like that.
Yeah, it hasn't been too long.
No, I think it's longer than 4 months.
It's longer than that, definitely.
But I've played a total, and it only counts when you're playing songs. I've played a total of 3 days and 12 hours.
Of just songs. That doesn't count the in-between time or booting up the game or...
Just songs when you're actually playing the game. It's a lot of songs.
It is.
No, it's not.
Also, I'm pretty sure I just beat 150 gold stars. Sweet. For yous out there who don't know what gold stars are, you got to get to a certain score.
It's above 5 stars.
Yeah, and you can only get it on expert.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal mode.
I've played it a little bit. I've passed 4 songs on brutal mode. I can't.
If you don't know, brutal mode.
Oh god,
it's a bar.
It's like playing Rock Band, except the notes disappear before it gets to your.
Where you hit the notes.
Yeah. And isn't it if you miss a bunch, then it gets closer, so it's not as hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have like a long note streak, it goes almost all the way up the neck.
I was playing one, and I was doing really good, and then it came to a solo bit. I've never seen that bar move so quickly in my life. It was like, all the way up here, now it's down here.
Thanks, Mom!
Yeah, I've spent way too much money on video games. I'm at a point with my video game collection where I don't think if I started right now, I don't think I could finish all the games before I die.
It's fucked up.
I have that many games.
That's a lot of games.
Like, I could stop buying games. Am I going to?
No.
No. I'm one of those guys that plays a game for like a week, and then I'm like,
bored of it.
This is bored. So I'll pick up another game. It's too much.
So I don't buy nearly as many games as I used to. If I don't know I'm going to be playing it for a while, then I don't buy it.
Wait till you get to the point where you have so many bandanas that you can't wear them all before you die.
The last pack I bought had 15 in them.
Cool.
But they don't make so many bandanas. Like, obviously, there's a bunch that have different styles and everything. But I'm not going to, like, if I look at a bandana and I don't like it, then I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, but literally all that, clothing in general, all that it is just different patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Ways.
If I don't like the pattern, I'm not going to get it.
There's an unlimited amount of designs for a bandana.
Right. But I'm not somebody that, like, I'm not getting a bandana with a skull on it. I'm not a skull person. You know how many bandanas have skulls on them?
I mean...
A lot.
Judging by how many bikers I've seen, 7,306,000.
Yeah, that's close.
That's close.
This one I like. It came out of the pack.
Jake, where?
Explain it.
It's a regular Train Man bandana. If you can just look up that pattern and it'll be there. But it's white. And then if you look at trying to think. If you look at any colored bandana, what would normally be white is red, and then what's black is black. So yeah, I can put a picture up, but I like it. It looks good.
Jake, where?
You know how to fold a bandana?
I'm gonna do-rag it up.
You're gonna do-rag it?
No, I'm just gonna go gangster style.
Well, yeah, you're gonna put it like over your head, like Hulk Hogan.
No.
I once put a bandana on like that and asked if I should start wearing them like that, and everybody said no. They like the way I wear it.
I'm gonna go Bandito style.
Just
oh god, my hair's in the way.
Western.
You got it?
I wasn't gonna. Good.
Don't post a picture of me. I don't want to be the first one.
Just put it on the podcast.
I didn't mean for that.
Just post it on the internet.
What do you think? I think it brings out my eyes. Also, it didn't tie properly. I think my head's too big for this bandana.
They make jumbos that are like 27.
What are you trying to say?
That's a 22
you
by
have
22.
a big head.
You do. You can't say you don't.
I mean, it's above average.
That's a 22 by 22. The
Ow.
jumbos are 27
Ow,
by
fuck.
27.
It's getting stuck in my hair. Works.
If you just pull that all the way back, that's how Hulk Hogan wears
Yeah, I know.
bandanas.
I know, but I can't because it's not tied all the way. I am a real American. Alright.
It's like
You got another
a black
topic?
housewife from the 80s.
Why does it have to be black? Couldn't you just say housewife from the 80s?
I mean,
Why you
I
gotta bring
love-
race into
I
things?
love Lucy did it. Lucy, I'm
I just thought of black right away. I don't know.
Because you're racist.
I'm not racist. Oh, by the way, the outro of that last video that was just the three of us, I used the clip where I said I hate black people.
Why?
Because it was great.
Did you bring it up because you want to just say right now you don't actually hate black people?
I don't actually hate black people. One of my best friends used to be, well,
Used
of my-
to be black. You went through that Michael Jackson face.
somebody who used to be my best friend was black. Is that better?
Yeah.
Throwing a shade on Dre.
Damn. First a podcast called Dre's a Bitch and
Damian hates black people.
no, I don't think that's what it was titled.
No, it was Dre's a bitch and this is stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
That was the second episode. First episode was Poke Lives Matter. I haven't named the third episode yet.
Alright, let's stop talking about
The other episodes.
does
Alrighty.
anybody else have another topic?
We can talk about books because we were supposed to talk about books and we never did.
I don't read.
What's your who's your favorite author? Jake.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm my favorite author. I like Jonathan. I like Jonathan. What's his last name?
What did he write?
Vasquez? I don't remember. He wrote Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and Squeeb and a bunch of other weird books. He's also he's also the writer behind
John and Vasquez.
yeah, Joneth, I believe.
There's no TH. It's JHONEN.
I don't know.
Johnner.
That guy. He's also the dude that did Invader Zim.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I can see the art style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those books are really awesome. They're really fucked up, but they're really awesome. I own all of his books except for Jellyfish.
Oh, that's cool.
I like his stuff. I'm a comic book guy, so I mean, I'm Marvel. I prefer Marvel over DC. Hate me now, but
I do too.
if we're talking just like straight up books, George Orwell, always good to read. I don't really have. I read books in the same way that I listen to music. I pick one song, and if I like that song, then I'll keep
Checking them out.
I'll keep checking them out. But if I don't like the other works, then I just like that one piece. Most of the times, I just like that one piece.
Probably my favorite author, Ned Vizzini. He wrote the book. It's kind of a funny story. It was made into a movie with Zach Galifianakis and Emma Roberts.
I never saw it.
But Ned Vizzini is really good. His first published was he used to write stories for the New York Times. Basically, it was just he would write basically about his own life, just little shorts in the New York Times.
Isn't that the guy that gave you the inspiration to write your thing?
Yes.
Cool.
He wrote 2 other books. I think actually 3, but the one I never got to reading, and it was a co-authored book. But the first book was called Teen Angst Now, which is a collection of these newspaper articles, basically. And then he wrote Be More Chill, which actually was a really good book. It's about
That was an awesome title for a book.
Well, what it was
Yo,
the kid.
Be More Chill.
I don't know how.
The kid wanted to be cool, basically.
You're too chill anyway.
He took...
Motherfucker falls asleep during
This
movies
kid
and shit.
got a hold of a pill that basically taught him how to be cool. And it basically tried to take over his life. But...
I think there's a show out now that's kind of like that. I think it's a Netflix exclusive. But it's like this dude takes this drug and it makes him like super smart.
No, it didn't make him smart.
I know. It's kind of the same. But not really.
And then the one, it's kind of a funny story that was made into a movie. That book was actually based off of an experience he had where he checked himself into the hospital and spent a week in the adult psychiatric ward even though he was a teenager because the teenage floor was getting remodeled. And the book and the movie is about that 1 week. It's just a 5-day. And,
Ugh, do I have some stories for you, sir?
He wrote this book. It came out, and I always wanted to check it out. And I didn't get the chance to when I wanted to, but I realized my cousin had the movie, so I watched the movie. I found out the day before I watched the movie was the day that he actually committed suicide. And that was one of the craziest things to me. And then I ended up getting more of his books, obviously. And I always thought he was a great writer, though, and I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Right now, are you reading anything right now?
Yeah, I am, actually. I'm reading Barnes & Noble's collection. I don't think it's them that... Well, obviously it's not them that wrote it, but they produced it. Of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales.
Oh, yeah? That's sweet.
Yeah, it's weird. Half of the stories don't make any goddamn sense. I can tell you that much. Mostly because they've been changed from one language to another.
Oh, okay, so things get lost in translation, basically.
Yeah, so it'll be like... And then the frog said to her, put me on the far end of the bed. And she was like, no, you're such a gross, disgusting, slimy thing. But it's like, it's meant to be like, oh, that's a bad example. But there are plenty of like things where it's just like, there's an object that has nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure it makes sense in the other language. Yeah. So maybe it's not so much translation errors as it is cultural differences. What? Give me that. No, come on. I want the Bulbasaur.
Oh, you get that one.
My mom's cleaning out my toy box and found Pokemon toys.
I got a Gengar. I
have a Bulbasaur.
I want the Bulbasaur.
He's fainted.
Yeah.
You killed him.
Jared,
give me the Bulbasaur. You're gonna murder him.
Mine.
Do you know what those Jake? Do you know what those toys were?
No.
They had I forget if it was a Pokeball or what, but it was a little piece that when you click it in, it fixes the eyes. So you would push the top, and it it wheels him off. Like there's wheels on the bottom of that.
That must be a newer thing.
No, that's old.
I've never seen that.
I remember playing with that when I was really young. But you see how you can push the head in? If something pushed that head in, that's when the eyes would change to the fainted symbol. So if like it hit something head on, that's what would happen.
Huh. What are you doing?
And that's just a little Gengar figure. I caught a Gengar last night at West Park.
Yeah, I know. I hate you.
You should have came to West Park.
I couldn't.
Had that work thing at 5 a.m.
So you were up anyway.
So?
I mean, I was up, but I didn't want to be.
I didn't want to leave my house.
Right now, I'm reading Office of Shaman. Jarrid knows what that is. The author is John Willington. I forget. I have the book.
Wellington.
Oh, it's that book. Okay.
Worthington. I was close. Start with a W.
Alright. What's that about?
Oh man, I fucked up.
Oh yeah, look.
Good job.
I
bought it in that.
It's basically what it is. It's on this shit that I need to pay you back for. You pushed it in. But
cool.
What it is basically, it's not a storybook. What it basically is, it's tries to explain basically how your soul works. It's a very perspective thing. It's just what you want to.
I don't like it already.
It's not a religious thing. Like when you hear soul, you automatically want to think religion.
No, it's just that I have my own beliefs.
Yeah.
About souls and stuff, but I never.
But it has a lot to do with like,
my thinking of it never matches anybody else's, so I stay away from that.
Well, like it does talk a lot about like a soul concept and how basically when you're young, the things you learn and everything, it basically programs your mind. And you know how your brain has different wavelengths?
Yeah.
That like the lower the wavelength is, the easier it is to change that programming, and it's a way to change your thinking. To go through things better, and I actually would recommend it to you. I actually wouldn't mind getting you a copy. There's only one place I know to get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you want to like check it out when I'm done with it. What's that?
So we could totally take them to that one place to get it.
We could. It's at the Float Center.
Oh.
Art of Floating, Sensory Deprivation. We'll talk about it in a later podcast, because we're about to hit an hour.
Yes, we will.
I think we should go a little longer, because this has been...
Could be. Yeah.
This has been very, very slow.
Yeah, you can go longer.
Honestly, I don't think it was all that funny. Ugh. We're just not at top game right now. Well, at least I'm not. Started off alright, but...
Excuse me.
It trailed.
Yeah. Well, I think this podcast is fine. It's fun talking about, but it's just not... We didn't talk about anything.
I feel like it wouldn't entertain people like the other ones did.
Yeah, we'll still put it out.
Yeah, we'll still put it out.
We'll still put it out, but we'll put a warning that it's like,
boring.
Chilled.
Not boring, but
no, and we'll just put that it's like chilled out.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Are we gonna do stories? I can't really think of anything.
Neither can I.
I'll still do a story.
You can do a story, and then we can talk about Float.
What do I want to talk about today? What do I?
You didn't know what Pokemon was
right.
a month ago. Give me the Bulbasaur.
I'll talk about... Since we got a bit more serious on this, I'll talk about a more serious story, I guess. I'll talk about...
Damn it. Go ahead.
You done?
He likes watching you stab the asshole Bulbasaur.
Oh my god. So this is gonna be a ghost story.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, I'll tell you more about this because this was a whole trial of events and I'm not going to be able to cover it all. This is actually... You know what? Maybe I shouldn't tell this. There should be another podcast. We'll talk about ghost stories because I know you have some.
My house
I
is
know you
legitimately
have some.
haunted.
I have a Ouija board. if we want to do that.
I actually do.
No, I don't.
He doesn't.
How's Andre feel about Ouija boards?
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares about anything.
He's Andre. He doesn't give a shit.
But, nah, I just don't trust him. I don't like communicating with the dead.
I know.
They
I've never had bad
already
experiences.
tried to communicate with me.
I know
enough.
who the 2 ghosts are that are in my house. So.
My mom
Alright,
has
this
great
is-
Ouija stories.
This is stop. We'll
Another
talk about
podcast.
this later. Oh, you know what? Maybe after we record this one, we'll do like a half-an-hour podcast of just ghost stories.
We can do that.
Okay.
We can use that for when me and Jarrid are on our vacations.
4.5 or whatever.
Yeah, just little in.
That
We'll
can just
make
be one
that-
of the episodes we release while we're gone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll be shorter. We'll make it like a little bonus thing. Because this podcast was very chilled out.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you like talking about scary shit,
Check
might
out this
like
episode.
that. Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll tell another story then. Man, I hope we cut some sections of this podcast out. Oh, this has not been professional at all.
Nope.
Says the man staring at Gengar's crotch.
You can't see it. There's feet in the thing.
I can see it if I want to see it. Me and Gengar are tight. Tight! Like a noose! Stop! You know any stories I should tell? Can you please not say while you're poking Bulbasaur's asshole?
I'm trying to wake him up.
Use this.
Did it stay, though? Did the eye stay?
Unfold it.
Why is my mom listening to Sorry?
Is your mom not allowed to listen to Sorry?
My mom doesn't like Bieber. See, she skipped it.
I have a funny story with that. Every time I get into Dre's car, that song plays. I have no idea.
What, Sorry?
Yeah. And every time it happens, I go, too late to say sorry! And he fucking cracks.
Yeah, Dre actually listens to the radio for some reason.
No one should do that.
My mom doesn't want to tell any of her Ouija stories.
No?
No,
Why?
She just doesn't feel like being recorded.
Alright, fair enough. You could get some of her stories. Tell them.
I can. I just can't tell them as good as her.
It's alright. It's better than not being told at all.
Fair enough.
First you were poking him in the asshole, now you're trying to strangle him.
Yeah, so don't worry about what I'm into.
Alright, we derailed long enough. I gotta think of this damn story. Oh! There we go. I can tell that story. Alright. So here we go. I'm back in it. I'm going to tell you a story about me and my uncles. Now, back in the day, I used to be a heavy pot smoker. Heavy. Every day. So we would just get baked and do dumb shit all the time. So, this one time, I forget exactly how it started, but we had BB guns in the house.
I know this story.
And my two uncles were like out in the kitchen, and they said like they were doing some stupid shit, and they were just like, I should shoot you for that. And then they both look at each other in the eye, and they both split and run towards their BB guns. Now, I've told you about this house before. This is the house that we did a bunch of dumb shit.
All your stories are going to be at this house.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like the best time of my life. Was at that house because I did so much stupid shit. The best story times, anyway. Am I boring you?
I'm trying to find these toys online.
Why? I'm telling you a story right now.
I'm listening.
Incredible prick.
An incredible prick. Is that what you just called me?
Did I? Or did you imagine it? Shit, it's recorded. Anyway, so they both split for these BB guns. Now, my one uncle had a really powerful pistol that shot airsofts, and the other one shot metal BBs.
Wow.
And it was a rifle. It was a pump.
Oh.
So, my one uncle is at the entrance on the far side of the living room. So, I've talked about this living room, but pretty much there was a garage with 2 bedrooms in it, a little hallway, and then you get... There's a big, like, glass orient... what would you call those things? Like, well-designed doors. Well-crafted door. Because it used to be... Yeah. He's sitting there. He has the door fully open. He's sitting there with the rifle, like, against his shoulder, like, peeking around to see if he's there. My other uncle is at the far end of it on the other door frame. And they're both peeking around. And every once in a while, they're shooting a shot. And then my uncle with the rifle goes charging in, and my other uncle runs and, like, hides, like, in a room. So my kitchen had a island. It was like a hexagon, and behind that was a fridge away from the door, and then a room. So I was in the room doorway, and he was up against the fridge, and he got shot, and he was like, this is a bad place, I'm gonna go to the island. So he goes to the island. He's crouched down behind it. He opens 2 drawers. The island was hollow in the center with a bunch of, like, plates and glass shit and whatever. He opens the doors, and there's doors on the other side. He pushes through. He opens the other doors on the other side, and he's looking through the island trying to get a shot. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there and I have a Jolly Rancher in my hand. And I'm like, I'm going to start some shit. I throw it at my uncle that has the rifle, who's now at the doorway that my other uncle was before. I'm not telling this well at all. But he was there. I throw the candy. It hits, like, the door frame. And his mind, he went, oh, he just shot. He shoots it. Somehow he manages to get this tiny little BB all the way through the island, past all the glassware, everything that's in it, straight in my other uncle's eye.
Ow.
And he's sitting there, and he's like, oh, God, you shot me in the eye. My other uncle drops the gun down and, like, go. Here it hit, like, right underneath. He thought it caught him, like, right in the eye. It actually caught him, like, right in the eye socket, like, right underneath where the eyelid would, like, be. And he's sitting there, and it's actually bleeding.
Oh, my God.
And he's, like, looking. For the rest of the day, we were the most calm people I think I've ever... We all just went our separate ways. It was like, oops. There's also another story where my 2 uncles, me, and my uncle's friend, his nickname is Chocolate. Don't worry about it. But, we're all in the living room. We have one of those big bouncy ball things. Like, not like the
exercise balls?
Not the exercise balls, but like the balls that you would find at a Walmart in those, like, center things.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the little, like, kid plastic thing. And we're throwing it at each other as hard as humanly possible. And while we're doing this, my mom had a bunch of, like, candle holders and all kinds of other shit on top of our TV, which was a real old-fashioned TV. That TV was awesome. Somebody whips the ball, it goes past another person's head, knocks something off of the TV, shatters. I still, to this day, I honestly don't know what it was. But all of us look at each other and we go, we cannot tell my mom.
Did she ever find out?
We cleaned it up and we put it away. And to this day, she does not know what we broke. And I don't know what we broke either. Only my uncles know what broke.
She's gonna know now.
No, she knows about the story. We told her.
She knows it broke, but she doesn't remember what it was. Like, she can't.
Yeah, like, no, there were so many, like, candle holders and stuff, like, on that TV. And most of the time when I went into that area, I would put my drink on it. So I'm not sure if it was a candle holder or glass or what, but something broke. And whatever it was, we knew she couldn't find out. But she never noticed, and then we brought it up. And she was like, what? What did you guys break? And we just looked at each other and we're like, we can't tell you. We swore an oath. we can't tell you. So even if I did know what it was, I couldn't tell her. I honestly don't remember what it is. But if I did, I still couldn't tell her. Yeah, I have a lot of fun stories with them. Mm-hmm. Alright, you guys want to talk about Float?
I guess I'm gonna start this off because it was something that I
sponsor.
No, I mean
they could, but they're not gonna sponsor.
We can ask him.
I don't think we're fitting what they're trying to put.
Yeah, they're pretty commonplace.
They're all about calm and peace, and we're over here fuckity fuck. You know.
I mean, I've heard him curse. Not that I haven't had him curse, but anyway.
But the first episode was half of it was screaming.
The sensory deprivation, I first found out, and were they just calling? Yeah, they were calling it sensory deprivation. I first heard about it on Rhett and Link. I think the podcasters on YouTube.
We're all fans here.
Yes,
we're fans of Rhett and Link. Yes.
We're not friends with them.
I said fans. Did I say friends?
I thought you said friends. I was like, I don't know them personally. I would like to.
I did say friends?
You did.
They seem like cool guys.
I would be.
But I don't think our motto kind of follows theirs either.
Yeah, they're a little more family friendly than we are.
Yeah.
But, when me and my girlfriend broke up, I just fell. I was ready to kill myself, to be completely honest. And I was just trying to figure out something I can do to get myself out of this funk. So...
Naturally, you took to the streets.
No. Shut up.
That's what I would do.
I did start going to therapy for a little bit, but eventually I brought it to Jarrid one day to try... Therapy. Yeah, exactly.
I remember that.
How many people I've talked to and none of them know what the hell to do with me. Thanks for throwing
I mentioned to Jarrid about trying sensory deprivation, and he knew what it was too because he watched Rhett and Link. Mm-hmm. We picked the day to go, and we had two of our friends who we worked with us were supposed to come too. They both ended up bailing.
Per usual.
Was I in there?
No.
No, you don't work with us.
I said two friends that work with us.
Yeah, but I remember you guys talking.
We did ask you to come.
We did.
But yeah, I don't think that was the first time.
I'm too scared to see what my mind would think of. I'm pure black.
So he and I went for the first time. And this was actually like...
Tell them what it is, too, because...
If
you don't know what it is.
The sensory deprivation tank, it's, first of all, the tank itself is in its own room that locks. It has a toilet and a shower, so you'll never have to leave the room. Unless, until the end of your float session. But, the tank itself is 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. It has about 10 inches of water with 800 pounds of salt in it.
Epsom salt.
Yeah, Epsom salt they use. So with all this salt in this water, it's so dense you have to put no effort to float.
You just kind of lay there and you become buoyant. Oh.
Yeah, your body's just that buoyant.
And my phone, damn it.
The room itself and the doors, that was new though, the doors.
Yeah.
Pat did show us.
Cut the name.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst at that.
The walls and the doors are basically sound resistant. Like you can hear out of them, but barely. It's basically muffled.
The rooms are in their own separate thing, so there's no real sound coming in.
The rooms and the walls are basically sound resistant, and the tank itself is too. Plus, you have earplugs in. The room has no windows, and it has motion sensor light. So once you go in the tank, that light shuts off, and the tank itself is completely dark too. So you're basically without sight and sound, and you're just floating in this tank. The only thing in this tank is you, the water, and the walls. The
water is heated to your body temperature.
Yeah,
so you can't tell where the water stops on 90, your body when you're floating in it.
It's about 97, 96 degrees, about, your body's temperature. And so what it does is it basically knocks out all of these senses and calms your brain down, basically. And the first time I went to float, what was on my mind, which is all that was on my mind for the last couple weeks, was my breakup with my girlfriend. But it wasn't bothering me the way it had been. I was actually able to look at the whole situation and actually think about it, and it really calmed my nerves and helped me out a lot. And I recommend it to anybody. And now me and Jarrid go at least once a month.
More than that.
Yeah, it's more often. I said at least.
Fair enough.
But it's always a great experience, and the people there. I mean, I'll say the name of the place, The Art of Floating. It's in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. The people there are all really great. It's actually to the point where when we go there, we hang out there for a while.
After the float.
Usually an hour. Recently, the guy showed us the river that's right behind the center, and we were outside for a little bit.
He showed us the river where he dumps all the bodies of the hitchhikers that he kills.
No, that doesn't happen.
Don't do that.
How do you know it doesn't happen?
Because there were no bodies in the water.
He also probably would have killed us by now.
Yeah, probably. That's how often we go.
No, you're a customer. You're going to come back, pay more money.
I've only ever actually seen one hitchhiker, and that was coming back from Bloomsburg the one day.
I've seen a couple. They appear.
Well, yeah, you don't see them because the dude at the floor is vertical. I'm sorry, I don't know this dude. I'm not.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You'll meet him eventually. If you ever decide to come. But it's a great place. It's a great experience. Just one of the coolest things to me about it is it does calm you down and allow you to think about something without being like so objective, I guess. It's almost like you're looking at it from a third perspective is the way I see it. And I don't, like I said, I will recommend it to anybody. Jarrid, if you want to add anything.
In conclusion, get good, float, kid.
I have a t-shirt that says keep calm, go float.
Have you ever seen anything while you were in the tank?
Not really. I've heard things like muffled mumbling, but I haven't really seen anything.
Okay.
That's just the dude checking your pockets.
No.
I sleep all the time in the tank. And
sleeping in the tank is so beautiful.
The way that they
explain
the way that it's your hour's up is there's a light on the inside of the tank that they hit a switch out by the counter out front. And after a while of going, I've been able to...
You just know?
I just know. Yeah, it's been about an hour. And then I'll get out of the tank.
And then turn around and the light's on.
And then the light's already on.
He literally comes out in exactly an hour. And every time I hear it, it's the funniest thing to me.
See, I just know that if I go and I do this thing, I'm going to be the one that sees all these, fucked up images. Because my mind's just like that.
You see the images because if you're in there and your eyes are open, there's an absence of light, so your mind just makes things
it projects.
Appear,
instead of... So, normally when you, think and you come up with ideas or whatever, you can see them if you focus on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're always there. It's just most of the time you don't see it through all the light and everything. Your mind still projects those images to you.
Yep.
So, when you don't see light anymore, then
that's all
the
you
images
see.
are going to be there.
Mm-hmm. And that's what
Also, you have to get naked, and I'm not comfortable when I'm naked.
The door locks.
The door locks. Not you're in the room by yourself.
Yep, but I'm not comfortable being naked by myself. Okay. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody. I could give a shit less if anybody sees me naked. Ain't much to look at. No, I just don't like being naked. Except for when the AC's on and I'm laying in my bed.
Okay.
Cause I'm free balling.
No,
Am I still allowed over at your house?
You can't sleep here.
That seems like a good point to wrap this up. What time we got?
We're at 1:26, and I'll cut some stuff out. So
yeah, there's definitely going to be some spots in there that you can cut out.
You don't know, but as he said that, Damian's mom came out.
He started singing about free ball, and then my mom was coming out.
She just shaking her head.
Mom, tell a Ouija story before we go.
You know them all.
I know, but I'm telling them as good as you.
You know them all.
Alright. Well, sorry. Yeah, sorry it was a bit slower, but hopefully you like this podcast. Also, I mean,
we
periodically,
hope you like all the podcasts.
periodically we're gonna get real.
It happens.
Bit. Yeah, I mean, we can't always be silly. Sometimes people are just not in that mindset. But you don't like it? Don't watch it. We'll
go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll put I don't know,
a thing in the title.
Yeah, we're gonna put. Maybe we'll add an annotation. As long as we don't reach 7 annotations, I think we're fine. But yeah.
I always turn annotations off when I go on YouTube.
Yeah. Then maybe we'll add it in the description or something.
Yeah.
I can put the text on the beginning of the video.
But
I'm stuck with it.
Yeah. But thank you for listening. This has been the What Are We Even Doing podcast.
Episode
4.
4, yeah.
I believe. 4 or 3 or 5 or 6 or
112.
Woo! Oh, we missed our 100th anniversary.
Damn.
Podcast.
Alright. Have a nice night.
It's for the show days.